Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today we are going to see a new question in our top interview 150 of lead code. The question is on the topic of matrix only, and the question name is spiral matrix. Okay, so this is a medium level question. In this topic, in matrix we have all the questions as medium level only, and today we are going to solve the second question of this topic. So now let's move on to the problem description. So in this question, basically what we have to do, we have to print the matrix in spiral format. Okay, so by that it means like we have been given a matrix here, and it is not like sure that you will be getting the row and the row and column number is same only. It can be a m by n matrix, which means the number of row and number of columns can be different. Okay, so this is the first point, and what we have to do here is we need to return all the elements from the matrix, but the matrix that we have here is a 2D matrix, and we will be returning it in the form of 1D array only. Why? Because we will be appending all the values one by one directly, okay, in a single array. Now how do we print the elements? So we will be starting from the first row, and we will be moving from left to right. Then once we have reached the end of this row, end of this row and column, last column, then we will be moving downwards. Then once we have reached the last row and of the last column, then we will be moving towards the left side. Okay, from right we will go towards left. Once we have reached the first column here, we will move towards from bottom to up. Now we have already covered this part, so we will not be going back here. Okay, we will be going from here till here only, and after that we will move inside again. Okay, so now let's say I have one more array. Okay, let's go with this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Okay, so now if we are going iterating in this, then we will be moving from here to here, fine. Then we will be going from 4 to 8 and 12. Then from 12 we will be going backwards. Then we will move to 5, and then from 5 we will go to 6 and 7. Now let's say if one more value was here. Okay, let's go with 13, 14, 15 and 16. So we will be traversing on 16 from here. Okay, now here before going to 5 we will be printing 3 also, and then we will be having 5. After that we will be going to 6 and 7. Then from 7 we will come to 15. Okay, and then from 15 we will go to 14. Okay, so basically we are printing all the values in the spiral format like this. Now how do we do this? Okay, the question is this. Now there are quite a few ways to solve this, but we will be going with the optimized approach, but this will be the easiest approach that you will be going through. Okay, now basically what we are seeing, once we have reached the end of that, let me clear this out. Okay, so what we are doing here, once we are reaching the end of this last column of this row, then we are moving down, right? And then after that we are moving towards left, and then we are going to top. And let's say if we have more elements, then we will be following the same. From here we will be going towards right, then we will be going to bottom, and again we will be going to right, and this is the format that we will be following. So basically what we are doing, the first step is we are going from left to right. Okay, so first is left to right. Then once we have reached the, let's say here n minus 1. Okay, so we will go from top to bottom, right? This bottom, right? So let's go from top to bottom. Now let's say this row number is m. Okay, and we have reached the m minus 1 index. Now from there what we will do, we are on the right hand, so we will go from right to left again. So what we will be doing here, we will be reaching 0th index right now, so we will be reaching here 0, and once we have reached 0, then again what we will do, we will go from bottom to top. So basically what we are doing, we are going, like we started here from row as 0, right? Row was 0 here, but we are going till 1 only. Okay, so it basically like signifies that once we have completed this, the I value will increment, right? So basically we will be going from like second index to the like second row to first row only, right? So according to that, we will be going till from 0th row, like no, second row to first row. Here what we were doing, we were going from 0th column to n minus 1th column. In this we were going from 0th row to m minus 1th row. So this was for column, this one was for row, and this one also was for column, right? So this is how we will be traversing. Now we have the basic idea, right? And what is the easier way to do, like how are we able, like what is the easier way to iterate like this? So we are observing that once we have traversed on the 0th index, okay, so let's say we have initialized all the values. We have top, which is initialized with 0, right? And the bottom will be initialized with, like the last row, it will be initialized with m minus 1. So this is, let's say, m minus 1, this is 0, 1, 2, and this is basically m minus 1. So let's initialize bottom with m minus 1, and in the same way we will have a 0 column, right? 0, 1, 2, and this is basically n minus 1th row, right? So we will have a left which will be initialized with 0, and we will have a right which will be initialized with n minus 1, right? So now in the first step, what we are doing, we are going from left to right, right? So basically we are traveling from 0th index to the second index. We know this. So what we will do, we will implement this only. Now in the first step, what we are doing, we are starting from 0th value, okay? We are starting from 0th, which is top here, right? So let's use that only. We are starting from top, and our I is going till m minus 1, right, which is bottom. No, sorry, we are traveling from in column wise, right? So sorry, we will not be using top here. So for the first time we are iterating from left to right, which is basically the column, right? I confused that out. So we will be starting from left, and we will be going till n minus 1, right, which is equals to right. Now this I will be incremented as usual, and now what we are doing, we are basically iterating on the entire, like we are iterating on this row, right? We are iterating on 0th row, and the only column value is changing. So according to that, what we will get, like let's say, yeah, so the like the matrix is named as matrix only, so let's use that only. So we are iterating on the top value from left to right, so we will use that only. Let's say our value is result, okay? So in our result, I will be appending matrix of top and I. So what we are doing, we are iterating using on the top, like on the top, and then we are iterating from left to right. Now what is happening, once we have iterated on the 0th, we have already iterated on the 0th row. So let me just cross it out. This is the 0th row, and after that we are turning towards the first row. So for that, what we are doing, we are traveling from top to bottom, and the column is remaining the same. Also after this, like covering the entire 0th row, we are starting from the first row. So what we will do, after we have completed this, like we have completed this loop, we will increment the top value by 1. Why am I doing this? Because once I have traveled on the like 0th row from left to right, I have to move to the first row, right? And from there we will be traveling till the bottom. So therefore we will be like traveling using this, okay? So now I will have the other loop in which I will be starting from my I from top, right, which is now increment. Now we had 0, okay, top was 0, we incremented it to 1, okay. So now we will be basically starting from 1 and we will be going till n minus 1. The number of row is m minus 1, so we will be going till m minus 1. Now we will be using bottom. For that we will be going from top to bottom, so I will be starting from top and it will be going till less than or equals to bottom. Now after this, what we will be doing, we will be incrementing the value. This is the basic pseudocode, okay, you don't have to worry about it. We will be seeing the Python code afterwards. Now this is the like we are traveling from top to bottom, and what we are doing, we are iterating on the rightmost column, right. So for that what we will use this right, okay. So now what we will do, we will be appending all the values. Our row is changing, so for that I will be using I here and we will be using the right value. So this is our resultant array till now. After this what we are doing, I have iterated till the last value, right, of the of this rightmost column. Now after this, once I have iterated to the in the rightmost column, right, this is the rightmost column, I am moving this side, so my right value is reducing. Therefore what I will do, in the same way I will reduce right value by 1 after completing this. After completing in this iteration, I will reduce the value of right by 1. Now what I will do, I will be moving this side. So what I can do basically is, I have to start from right. So we will start from I is equals to right, and we will be going till the 0th index, which is left. This is the left and it is going till 0th index, and we are iterating in the backward formation, so we will be using a reverse loop. Now what we will do, we will check I is greater than or equals to left, and we will do I minus minus, right. So again what is happening, we are having the row number is changing, right. No, we completed this iteration, we are doing this. So the row number is constant here, which is the bottom one, right. Here we have the bottommost row and the column number is changing. So here we already have the column number, we need to keep the row as constant. So how we will append, like we did on the first iteration, we had kept top there, instead of that we will be using bottom here. So matrix of bottom and I, right. So this is how we will be appending the value. Now my I have completed the iteration. Now this bottom that I had, right, so it will be moving towards upper side, right. We will be moving from this 7 to 4, so this bottom value will reduce by 1. Therefore what we will do here, after completing this loop, we will reduce the value of bottom by 1, okay. So now what we have to do, we have to go from bottom to top. Now what we will do for that, we will be starting iterating in the opposite reverse direction only, and for that what we will do, we will start our I from bottom and we will be going to top, right. So basically what we will do here, we will start our I from bottom and we will be going till greater than or equals to top, and this is a reverse, this is a reverse loop. Now after that what we have to do, how are we appending the values, this column is constant and this column is the leftmost column, right. this is the leftmost column, so our column number will be constant and we will be changing the row number now. Therefore what I will do, I will append the value in the result. This will be changing and my left value will be constant. After this what I have to do, this I have like completed the iteration there, and again I have to move right. We have to move to right, and for that what we will do, we were like using the leftmost column, right? And therefore what we will do, we will move towards the right direction. And how we will do that, we will increment the left value by 1. So here what we will do, we will increment left by 1 and we will go like that. And now what we are doing, we are iterating from here, like we are going in a clockwise direction. Like we have tallied down all the steps. This is valid only, like this will run only once, these all functions will be running only once. Now how do we go in such a way that the like all the values that we have here will be iterating, like all these loops will be iterating till we have like completely printed all the values in the spiral manner, right? So we will put this entire for loops in the like inside another loop, which will keep on checking that we have we have reached the maximum number of row column count or not. Okay, so what we will do here, while now in order to confirm that we have completed, like we have completed all the values, we need to keep a check on the result also. Like we have this matrix here, right? So there are total 9 values. If I have added 9 values in my result, which it will mean that I have completed the entire iteration. Now in order to keep a check for that, what we will do, we will simply write here in the while loop that our length of result, okay, is less than m into n. Okay, so this will like keep a check that we have completely printed the 9 elements or not, and if it is not done, then only it will go inside again and it will perform the iteration. So now let's move on to the code editor and we will run this code there. So let's see the code now. What we will do, let's initialize top, bottom, left and right. Okay, so before that let's take m and n. So m will be the number of columns. Okay, so using this matrix at the 0th index, I will get the length of the number of columns, and n will give me the number of rows. So length of matrix. Now I have the number of rows and number of columns. So this top will be initialized with 0, bottom will be initialized with n minus 1, right? So let's go with n minus 1. After that, left will be initialized with 0 and right will be initialized with m minus 1. Now what we did there, we will be checking first that our result, length of result is less than m and n. Before that, let me initialize result. Now as we saw, we will be iterating using the loops one by one. Okay, so for that, let's first we will be going from left to right. So I will have I, and we will be starting from left and we will be going till right, right? So right plus 1. Now our row is constant here, therefore while appending the values, we will keep top here and I will be changing every time. In the same way, now after this we will be incrementing top value by 1, right? So let me do that now. Top plus is equals to 1. Now again I will be starting from top to bottom, right? So let's go from top and we will be going till bottom plus 1. Now we will be appending the row is changing and the column is remaining same, right? So matrix row is changing and column is remaining the same. We are iterating on the rightmost column, so let me use right here. After this we will be reducing the value of right by 1, so we will be reducing right by 1. After this again we will be going from right to left in the opposite direction. So before that let's check a condition. If left is less than or equals to right, then only I will be going inside this for loop. Okay, so for I in range of, we will be starting from right and we will be going till left minus 1, right? Why am I doing this? Because if we have to iterate from like n minus 1 to 0, we were going to from n minus 1 till minus 1, right? So in the same way we will be doing here, because it will be iterating one time less. Now I have left minus 1 and then minus 1. So let me append this now. So what is happening here? The row is same and only the column number is changing. So, and the row is bottom one. So I will be appending matrix of the bottom and I is changing. Okay, so now in the same way, now we will be reducing the bottom value by 1 and we will be moving one step closer to the top. So bottom is reduced by 1. In the same way we will check if top is less than or equals to bottom. Then what we will do? We will check for I in range of, we will start from bottom and we will go till top, minus 1 and res dot append. Now what is happening here? This column number is same and only the row is changing, right? So for the row we will be keeping I here and we are on the leftmost column, so we will be using left here. After this what we will be doing? We will be incrementing the value of left by 1. So left by 1. Okay, this will be inside this. Out of this loop we will be returning the result. So now let's try to run this. Okay, I did a spelling mistake here. Let's try to run it again. So actually I did a tiny bit mistake back there. The thing is, while we are checking the condition here, what is happening? This left is less than or equals to right. Okay, so when we are starting the iteration, what is happening? Now let's say I am keeping the condition left is less than or equals to right. So we are iterating like this. Now what is happening? The right value here, okay, so the right value here was, let's say after this right got reduced by minus 1, right? So let's say we will try to print this, you will get an idea. So this is the old code that we had. So top was less than or equals to bottom. So what is happening? We started from 1 2 3, okay, then we were printing. After 1 2 3 we have to print okay, this is the example, right? So after 1 2 3 we are printing 8 and 12, fine. We are going to like 11 10 and 9. After that what is happening? We are printing 5 6 and 7, okay. Now what is happening? We are not coming here because the top and right, like top and bottom value is becoming like contradicting. Okay, so we are not moving this side, but this 6 is getting printed again. Why? Because this left value that we have here, it got like increased to here, and the right value got like reduced to this one, right? So this 6 is getting iterated once again and it is getting printed again. Okay, so in order to avoid that, what we need to keep a check is, instead of this condition which will be valid kind of every time, right, we will be iterating in this loop when left will be like greater than or like less than or equals to right only. So instead of that, we need to check if top is less than or equals to bottom or not. Now why am I saying this? Let's start from here. Okay, so we got our top increased by 1, it came here. After this, our bottom reduced by 1 and it came here, right? So after this, what happened? We started the iteration again and we move from left to right, which means that we have use this loop. Okay, after this again top will be increased by 1 and we will come here, right? Now what is happening? That bottom value is increasing, right? Like top value is increasing and we are coming here. So this loop will break there. How? Because now what is happening? This value is already printed and it will not get printed again, as the condition here, what is happening? Top is less, like top will go till less than or equals to bottom, which means the bottom here was reduced by 1, which is bottom is here and top is here, right? So basically our bottom value is 1, right? It is 1 and top value is 2. So what is happening? The condition is becoming false. Therefore we will stop the iteration for that time. Okay, so in the same way, what will happen here? We will have left is less than right. Okay, so now what will happen? This if left is red, like in the same way we checked here, in the same way this left and will be less than right, then only we will be iterating for top and bottom. Okay, so this condition, like this test case are passed now. So let's try to submit it now. So the test cases are passed. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please let me know in the comments, and in case you have any doubt, let me know in the comment too. I will try to clarify it more. And in order to continue with me in this coding journey, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so you will be notified every time I post a new video. Thank you for watching.